here is a bunch of Dove's products. Isn't Dove the beauty industry? Todd, is this a case of, like, the problem pretending that it's a solution?
Yeah, a lot of people think the beauty industry is a misnomer. It should be the ugly industry, because that's how it makes women feel. But I think we need to put this ad in context. It's not my favourite ad. I don't love this piece of communication, but I think it's important to put it in context. It is a marketing strategy to make people like Dove more so they buy more product. And what I don't like about the ad is what society has wrapped around it, giving it this sort of moral high ground, when, in fact, we know that they have those products, and we also know that Lynx is part of Unilever.
Well, recently an American ad man parodied the Dove Onslaught ad on YouTube. In his version, the beauty images all came from Unilever ads. Unilever, of course, being the company that owns Dove, as well as brands as Lynx, deodorant, Slim Fast diet foods and Fair and Lovely skin whitening creams.
You'll look younger, smaller, lighter, fuller, tighter, thinner, softer.
So, Dee, the advertising for these other Unilever brands makes me wonder if the whole campaign isn't, like you said, it's just marketing.
Absolutely. This is a company that makes products to lighten your skin, to darken your skin, to do, you know, to change you in every way, shape and form. Absolutely.
I'm not so sure whether we can get so agitated about this. I think that they also do a brilliant job for Lynx, so they just advertise male fantasies. I think that the notion of spray more, get more, one of my favourite end lines, I think it's absolutely hysterical. You know, like, what's wrong with that?
I think you're right, Dee. I mean, as I said, it's not my favourite ad, and I think we should decode it a little bit and have a conversation about what's happening, because using real people is, and the parallel for me is reality TV, which the networks refer to as ratings crack, because everybody wants to watch it. Real women buy credibility. Bunnings ads are not doing a lot of touching up in Photoshop, and they work brilliantly. So what's actually happening in this ad for a lot of women, not all women, but for a lot of women, it's called downward comparison theory. So what they do is they look at that ad with real people and they think, I'm not that fat. Or I could be at least that good looking, or I won't look that old. But what's actually happening, which is disguised really well, is it's still women comparing themselves against other women.
But at least you're getting to see variety, and you know, you don't see that in popular culture as much. I mean, this is a weird case of advertising leading. I mean, if movies started putting size 16 pie wagons like Marilyn Monroe back in movies, you'd see a lot more of it in advertising. You know, but you've got these 6-foot waifs in movies now, and advertising follows.
This is obviously at the moment selling more Dove products, right? But if that stopped, if Dove's sales slowed or stopped completely or even went backwards while this is on, would they just change the strategy?
Absolutely.
It just goes out the window?
Yes.
I would hope they wouldn't.
No,
I'd hope they would keep this, because what they've done, which is quite unique, is they've got the self-esteem fund, which they siphon off money into to help women with the self-esteem, to help younger women with self-esteem.
To help all the girls who've watched Lynx ads and got low self-esteem from them.
Again, Dee, I hear you, but I'd rather them do something good and try than to just ignore it and do nothing.
They would keep the spine of the strategy the same, and then they just change the wrapping. You know, they'd find a different way to express it, but they would, I would have thought, stick to their guns.
Right, and what do they do in this self-esteem fund for women? Do they just give blokes money to follow chicks around and going, wow, you're hot?
Yeah, well, that'd work.
That's all for tonight. Next week on the Gruen Transfer, we'll show you how to vandalise Air Force One, persuade you to holiday in Baghdad, and find out why this ad worked. Wow. And I never thought Danny would seem like the prude. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Please thank our team of experts, Todd, Dan, Dee and Russell.
Thank you.
But wait, there's more! We couldn't let you go without showing you a very funny Dove parody we found online called Slob Evolution. It was made by an ad director who just wanted to show clients what he could do. You can also find it at our website, abc.net.au/GruenTransfer, as well as links to the other ads we've talked about tonight. I'm Will Anderson, and remember, as we say in advertising, you can't polish a turd, but you can roll it in glitter. Good night.